the break, Mattyvison.com. I'm here with the Doctor of Sports, Tim Dugan, the Honorable Muggsy Nitch. I am DJ Bugsy, and thank you, Christian Leitner, for stopping by. I'm sorry you couldn't stick around and talk bracketology here. We're going to talk a little hoops here. We're going to talk how North Carolina wins it all, right, Muggs?
I don't know. I don't think North Carolina is going to win the championship this year.
I beg to disagree, but where do we want to start off? Do we want to start off with a couple...
Well, this is the big news right now.
Uh-oh.
Well, first off, we all know the four #1 seeds, Syracuse, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Michigan State. Something very damaging happened today to one of those #1 seeds, and it happens to be Syracuse. This program cannot get a break. All the scandals they've been having all year, from
Coach Fine,
from Coach Murray Fine to
a lot of bad stuff happened.
To the
the
alleged drug abuse.
Yeah.
Now their stud sophomore center Fab Mello ineligible for
the whole tournament. There's no give
Wow.
backs.
Now we're breaking this news exclusively. You heard it here first. Now that is one of the biggest losses for any team, I think, in the tournament. Syracuse has trouble rebounding to begin with. Now you take off their best player. Too bad a lot of people's brackets are already filled out. I think they would have Syracuse finishing differently now. What do you think?
I thought before this, I thought Syracuse was vulnerable to a Sweet 16 game anyways.
I did as well.
Now it makes you wonder, can they... Now, we're going to pencil them in for the second round. We're not going to jump off the...
Wait, so you're saying you're predicting to
beat UNC Asheville?
Okay.
They will still beat UNC Asheville.
Still Syracuse.
We're not gonna jump off the wagon here.
I'm saying they're losing to UNC Asheville, even though it's not here in my bracket. I decided right now. You heard it here first. UNC Asheville is going to beat Syracuse.
Okay.
Jerry McNamara can't come off the bench and put on that uniform, so. What was that noise, man?
It was Rich. It was Big Rich making all that noise.
Sound,
We apologize for Big Rich.
sound like construction, man.
Yes. Anyway, I still think they can still get to the Sweet 16. I think they're gonna lose to Wisconsin.
Yeah,
The big thing in that East bracket, there's a lot of people taking Vanderbilt to make a run. Don't be surprised if they lose to Harvard.
I wouldn't
That's
be
all
surprised.
I'm saying. It's number one. It's a dreaded 5-12 game.
Every year, at least one 12 seed beats a 5.
And number two, it's in Albuquerque. There's always something happening in
Albuquerque is really weird. Be it from the aliens themselves in New Mexico to college basketball. What scares me too is Temple is also a 5 seed. My alma mater. My mighty Temple Owls will be playing the winner of Cal and
South Florida.
What?
And that'll be a 12-5 matchup. I'm a little nervous. I can't lie.
I like Wisconsin, Ohio State when you get down to it. I mean, that's just
That's
me.
what I.
Some good matchups that
You're
could
reading my
happen.
bracket, Manny.
No, I'm just a fan of the Pawnee Dragon, also seen on the egg-shaped ball. He's a big Ohio State fan, so.
Okay.
Oh, he's the bearded B word, isn't
The
he?
bearded bar steward.
Yeah.
Interesting matchups that can happen. Does anything jump out at you?
I'm looking down the line. I'm just looking at my mock bracket here. I'm thinking.
I got one: Florida State and Ohio State. That could be a good matchup, which would happen in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And I see that happening. You know, Florida State's got a lot of momentum. They could actually, realistically, with Syracuse dropping, they can get by Ohio State.
That East bracket, anybody can win now.
Anybody can win. They could be a Final Four team, Muggs. They could be a Final Four team.
I like Ohio
They
State.
could be playing Carolina in the Final Four.
Yeah, I mean, you beat Carolina twice, you beat Duke twice. How many teams can say that?
I think it is conceded North Carolina wins the Midwest, right?
No,
No?
I think
I
they're-
think have North Carolina
do.
eggs in it.
because they're going to lose because Kansas would be playing that regional in Missouri, St. Louis, which is closer.
Yeah.
I think, and Kansas just seems to have North Carolina's number. I think.
You may have a point, but I like the Tar Heels, Muggs.
I'm still. I think.
You know what? I mean, that's not going to shock anybody.
Yeah, but
if
yeah.
Kansas beats them. It won't shock me if Temple takes out UNC in the Sweet 16 match.
You're a Temple fan.
That's
Not Australia, not Asia, so I guess it's Australasia.
I guess I didn't know what I was talking about.
And that's
World famous Matty here with a message to all you middle schoolers and high schoolers. You know what's really messed up? I know a lot of you feel alone. You know, I was there. You don't fit in. You know, people make fun of you. You know what's messed up? Your originality and the stuff that makes you different that people laugh at. When you get older and you get out of high school and you move to college and beyond, that's the stuff that's going to make you money. So all you people that are picking on these kids because they're freaks or they're weird or they dress different, those are going to be the ones you're looking up to when you're older. So stay original. Don't give up. We believe in you.
You're watching Mattyvison.com, where we dream big.
All right, we got East and Midwest covered up pretty much. What about South and West? Where do you want to start?
Michigan State for real? Michigan State, are they for real?
Michigan State, they played a tough schedule.
They did, yeah.
But this is just one of those things. I mean, they're like Syracuse sometimes. Sometimes they'll have a really good team and they'll fail to meet the expectations, and vice versa.
Like Brooklyn.
Long Island, Brooklyn, yes, sir.
Wouldn't you love to see them win?
Wouldn't
that be a great story to watch? Brooklyn!
A 16 beating a 1.
Wow!
That would be something. It's only happened one time in between the men's and the women's championship, and that was Harvard's women beating Stanford.
Wow.
Back in 1998.
Good fact there. I was about to ask that. Any chance?
I think
any chance Murray State, the best record in Division I, they're 30-1.
Yeah.
They're a classic underdog team. Any chance they can make a little noise?
I'll tell you what, they can get by. Marquette's a toss-up. They get by their 2 games, Colorado State and presumably Marquette, depending upon who wins that playing game, BYU and Iona. Murray State, Kansas could be. Murray State, Missouri could be a very good game in the West out there in Phoenix.
I love Louisville, Marquette just because of the history. I love the schools, you know, the old school names in there. Louisville, Marquette. That's
now, Indiana looks like they can match up with Kentucky.
I'm going back to
Indiana's beaten a lot of #1 teams this year.
But they've hit the skids. Yeah, they've hit some skids here. They have a tough game here too. A 4-13 with New Mexico State.
Yeah, I mean, how many people? All right, let's go this way with the discussion. Your Final Four. Well, who was your Final Four? And who was your eventual title game and champion?
My Final Four, I've got Kentucky beating Michigan State. I've got Kansas beating Ohio State. I got Kentucky beating Kansas for the championship. This is going to be Calipari's year.
Wow, Muggs. You really reached. With
some
these
things
predictions.
just never cease to amaze me.
Yeah. All right, I'm going a different way because, I mean, no experts ever write about the bracket. You look at the bracket.
Exactly.
You want it. So I like to go a little. I go rogue.
You're going. Oh, he's going rogue now. Who powers you gonna steal?
I go rogue, not with the eventual champion, but I'm like Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon. I'm crazy.
I didn't want to say you look like Mel Gibson, but
All right, Jack. I got Baylor. I got Baylor over Kentucky in the Elite Eight. Which, I mean, come on, Baylor's what, 3 seed? That's not that big of a deal. But a lot of people are overlooking
Baylor's.
them.
I think Baylor's losing the second round. Baylor.
To who?
To UNLV. I think Baylor.
UNLV's not gonna get out of the first round. Colorado.
But Baylor. Come on, you're gonna give that much credit to the Pac-12? 2 teams in.
Hey, they got a lot of big boys. They're strong up front, and RG3 goes to that school. So
Baylor's women's winning the women's bracket. That's all the winning Baylor can have this year.
I'm a huge fan of Missouri. I love their guards. They got the best collection of guards in the nation, and guards win national championships. We all know those. All right, so I got Ohio State and UNC beating Ohio State. I have Missouri beating Baylor, and the other side, the left side of your bracket, I have Carolina, the national champion.
Wow.
Because every time I take Carolina as national champion, I seem to win a few brackets. Didn't do it the last few years. I'm doing it now.
I'm taking, for my Final Four, I got Duke, I got Louisville, I have Ohio State, and the Chapel Hill, North Carolina Tar Heels.
All the Blue Sox.
And in the final game, I have John Cena versus The Rock and Team Cena, baby!
Cena will not beat The Rock.
I smell what you're cooking, Rock, and it smells nasty.
All right.
Over under on when your brackets are going to be ripped up. I'd say I'm taking Friday at 5 o'clock. That's my over under.
All jokes aside, I like the Tar Heels to win it all.
I'm feeling good in my bracket until the weekend. You know, at least until Sunday, or you know.
Yeah.
We'll
I
find
feel
out.
all
I'm
right
sure
about
we'll
it.
find out, and then I'm sure Muggsy will tell us how right or wrong we are when we film next week, and we'll see. Maybe we need to reevaluate our predictions, and we want John Cena will win it all, if you want. So I would like to thank the honorable judge for stopping by and giving his expert advice. This handsome, not looking like Mel Gibson man, Dr. Tim Dugan, and I am the ever fabulous DJ Bugsy in the place to be. Most definitely coming up after the break, Terry Bradshaw. Why? 'Cause he's nuts! You're watching Mattyvison.com. We dream big.